Have you ever found yourself lost for words in a conversation? It's a common scenario, isn't it? You're chatting away when suddenly, silence. The words just seem to vanish. Conversations are the threads that weave together our social fabric. They're integral to building relationships, exchanging ideas, and expressing thoughts and feelings. But let's face it, not all of us are naturally gifted talkers. We've all been in situations where we struggle to keep the conversation flowing, whether it's a first date, a job interview, or even a casual chat with a friend. But worry not. This video is here to help you navigate those choppy conversational waters. We're going to share practical tips and techniques to keep the conversation going, to ensure you never run out of things to say. No more awkward silences, no more grasping for words. Remember, the art of conversation is a skill that can be learned and mastered. Did you know that the key to a good conversation is not just speaking, but listening? Yes, indeed. Active listening is an invaluable skill that goes beyond merely hearing words. It's about fully engaging with the speaker, absorbing their words, their tone, their emotions. It's about understanding and responding, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Picture yourself as a detective, piecing together clues. Each word the speaker utters is a clue to their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. By actively listening, you can gather these clues, form a coherent picture, and respond in a way that deepens the conversation. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. Be present, avoid distractions. Let them know you're truly invested in what they're saying. Show empathy, reflect their emotions, validate their experiences. The power of active listening lies in its ability to transform conversations, to turn superficial small talk into meaningful exchanges. Active listening is your superpower in any conversation. How can you steer the conversation and keep it interesting? The answer lies in asking the right questions. This brings us to the power of open-ended questions. So what's the difference between closed and open-ended questions? It's quite simple. Closed questions are those that can be answered with a simple yes or no, or a very brief piece of information. On the other hand, open-ended questions are those that cannot be answered with a mere yes or no. They require a more thoughtful response and can lead to more engaging conversations. For example, instead of asking, "Do you like music?" which is a closed question, you could ask, "What kind of music are you into and why?" which is an open-ended question. This not only gives the other person a chance to share more about their tastes and interests, but it also opens up multiple avenues for the conversation to flow. Open-ended questions are your secret weapon to maintain an engaging conversation. Ever wondered how to connect on a deeper level during a conversation? Well, the secret lies in the power of empathy. Empathy, at its core, is about understanding. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes, seeing things from their perspective. Imagine you're having a conversation. The person you're talking to shares a personal experience. Instead of just nodding along, try to really understand their feelings, their viewpoint. Show genuine interest. This is empathy in action. It's more than just hearing the words. It's about feeling the emotions behind them. This approach does wonders for the flow of conversation. When you empathize, you create a bond, a connection that's deeper than mere words. The conversation becomes a two-way street of mutual understanding. It's a shared journey, not just an exchange of words. Empathy is like the secret ingredient to a fulfilling conversation. Remember, it's not just about understanding what someone says, it's about connecting on a deeper level. Empathy is not just about understanding, it's about connecting. So, how can you ensure you never run out of things to say in a conversation? In the past few minutes, we've unraveled the art of conversation, focusing on 3 key elements. Firstly, active listening. Instead of just waiting for your turn to speak, truly hearing and understanding what the other person is saying can provide you with plenty of material for a response. It's not just about the words, but the emotions, ideas, and experiences behind them. Next, the power of open-ended questions. These aren't just for journalists or therapists. They're for anyone who wants to keep a conversation flowing. By asking questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no, you encourage the other person to share more. And finally, the role of empathy in conversation. Put yourself in the shoes of the person you're talking with. Understand their perspective, their feelings. It's a surefire way to create deeper connections and more meaningful conversations. Master these techniques and you'll never find yourself at a loss for words again.